Hey everybody, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer. Welcome to a new playthrough video. Today I am playing a new game of Deth Wizards. This is Scenario 2. It's called Conduct a Ritual. My warband will start in the forest. I put some random buildings in the two quarters here, and the good guys will be defending this shrine. Now, the scenario doesn't really involve the shrine. It's just that's what I'm assaulting. The objective of the game is to eliminate all of the heroes. So I don't think I even have to get to the shrine. But there is one roll for this particular game. I have to roll to see how many warriors. It is a 1d3, so I'm going to roll this d6 and divide by 2. And that is a 4, so there will be 2, not 3. So I will take this one away. So there are 2 warriors of rating 2. There is a wizard of rating 2, and there is a priest of rating 3. That's pretty high. So let me get my cards out, let me get my paperwork set up, and we will get to the game next.
Check out the new RPG and Wargame newsletter. Each week, the Tabletop Engineer shares news, products, Kickstarters, and much more related to the gaming hobby. It's free to subscribe, so check out the link in the video description below to sign up.
All right, turn number 1, and my Necromancer will go first. He will activate a total of 4 ratings. Remember, the skeletons and the zombies are rating 1, the ghouls are rating 2. So I can activate both of my ghouls for a total rating of 4. One of them has a +1 offense, the other one's just standard. So the first thing I want to do is I want to stay away from this wizard. I don't know why, but looking at his spell, like a fireball has a range of 20. So I need to do something here to sort of hopefully pull the wizard away. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to send the ghouls over to the side here. They can move 7. I'm just going to go ahead and just put them on a square, and that'll be easier. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I'm going to move him back a little bit, more towards the trees. So I'm not sure if you'll be able to see this, but I've put him over here with respect to the enemies. The other ghoul is going to do the exact same thing. Since he was only 1.5 inches away, I will put him right there. And that is going to be the end of their movement. They double moved, so they don't get any kind of attack or anything special like that. But now it is my Necromancer's turn. Going after the wizard, the only spell I have that could hit him at this range is Negative Bolt. It's a range of 18, which I'm in range, but I tell you what, I want to get a little closer. So I'm going to put him behind the tree here, sort of behind it. The range of that is 20, so the wizard can still, but he's closer to the ghouls, so that's good. He'll target the ghouls over me. So I'm going to hide in the shadows of the tree here, and I am going to cast Negative Bolt. It has a range of 18, so the wizard is within range. I roll, it costs me 3 energy, so I have 17, so I'm down to 14. Come on, where are you? 14. So it is a 4d10 attack, so I will use 4d10s. Now this is a magic attack, so it is going against the wizard's resist, and the wizard has a high resist. The wizard's resist is 6 plus 1 per rating. It is a rating 2, so its resist is 8. So unfortunately, only 8s or higher are going to hit this guy. So let's see what I come up with. I got no hits, 6, 2, 2, 1. None of them hit. That is a complete miss, and that is the end of my turn. All right, it is now the hero's turn. The heroes will activate, there's a hierarchy. It goes, priest will go before wizard, wizard before warrior. So the priest, who is right here, will go first. And the way this works is you look at the actions of the various heroes. The priest has an action card. I'll put it up on screen. You roll a d10, and that basically determines what the priest will do. So let's see. I rolled a 9. A 9 is a blessing. The priest and all heroes within 12 inches increase their offense and defense by 1 until the end of the turn. All right, I am going to put a big old red 1 in front of the group here to remind me that they are all +1 offense and +1 defense until the end of the turn, until start of turn 2. Ooh, that's a bad one. All right, so the priest went. He doesn't move, so he stays put. And now we check the wizard. The wizard, we will roll a d10. I will put the wizard's card up on screen. I rolled a 6, and the 6 is a fireball. He will make a ranged attack against the nearest enemy, which is going to be that ghoul. Spin this around here so you can see. He's going to be attacking that ghoul right there. It says, all models within 3 inches of the target will suffer half the damage. All right, this is a magic attack, so my ghouls are going to use their resist, which is 4, and the wizard uses their offense, which is 2 plus 1 per rating, so 4. So the wizard will use 4 dice, and my ghouls can only get hit on 4s or higher. There's 1 hit, miss, a hit, and a hit. So that's 3 hits. So 3 damage on the ghoul. The ghouls have 10 health. So this ghoul takes 3, and it says you round up. So that's 2 on the other ghoul who is within 3 inches of that one. All right, so the wizard got a nice hit in, and I'm not too happy about that, so I'm going to have to get some revenge here. All right, it is now my second activation. I can activate up to 4, which is basically the full total of the... I have to activate 4, and if I don't have 4, I activate as much as possible. So it's 3, 2 skeletons, and a zombie. All right, the zombie can move only 4. I want to get that... The zombie is so awesome for just taking damage, so I'm going to move him 4 and 4, which is 8, which puts him to right here, right there. I'm going to try to use him to pull their attention away from my ghouls and my skeletons. So he double moved. My skeletons move 6. However, I've got one that was damaged the last turn, and he can only move 5. So for his 5, I'm going to put him right here. And I'll move his die with him. And then this other one can move 6, and I will... Well, that wasn't good. I'm going to stop using those trees until I get them glued on something that can hold them better. All right. So my Necromancer, he moved up, and they're in front of my Necromancer. My Necromancer is once again going to try to hurt that wizard. The wizard is +1 defense, but he's using his resist, and it's only offense and defense. It is not resist, which is still 8. That's still hard to hit. What else can I do? I do have Blasting Bolt, which is a range of 12. I'd have to get really close to him, and I don't want to be that close to him. That ghoul is 12, so I would have to put my Necromancer at risk. I'm not going to do that. So my Necromancer will once again cast Negative Bolt at a cost of 3, so I'm down to 11. And I get to roll 4d10, and I'm looking for 8s and higher. I got 1, 2 successes, and it says if you have 1 success, it's a d10 damage. 3 successes, add a d6. Well, I don't get to add the d6, so I'm just rolling a d10, and the wizard, by the way, has durability of 8 plus 1 per rating, so a health of 10. So if I could roll a 10 here, I could take him out. I rolled a 3, so he takes 3 damage. I will put a 3 there. I use red to indicate how much damage has been done, and I use green to indicate how much health is left. Because some of these guys have more than 6 or more than 12, so I have to do it that way. So the wizard takes 3 damage, and that is the end of my activation. It now comes to the next 2 heroes. 2 heroes per player will activate every turn. So the final 2 are these warriors. So let's roll for this first warrior here to see what he does. I'm going to throw the card up on screen. I roll a d10. It is an 8, which is a whirlwind strike. The warrior will make an attack against all enemies within 1 inch. If no enemies are within 1, it moves up to its full move. Its move is 6, so it will move directly at that guy 6 inches, which puts it right there. And then it says, for the whirlwind, if it cannot move and attack, it will move and then use its action to move again to the closest enemy. So this time it will engage. So it's close enough to engage, but he can't attack this turn. And then the second warrior, let's roll for him. That is a 5, which is just a simple strike. It will attack the nearest enemy, otherwise it will move to the nearest enemy and try to attack. So it can't do that, so he will move 6, which is right here, and that is as far as he can go. That is the end of round 1. We are now to round 2, and this modifier goes away. And let's pick up and see what happens here. All right. My Necromancer has been trading with this wizard. I think my ghouls are going to try to eliminate. I'm going to activate my ghouls. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move this ghoul 1 inch. So now that they are together, my Deth Wizard has a special ability. Any minion that is within 1 inch of another minion, when they make an attack against an enemy, they get +1 on their offense. Now this ghoul already has +1 on his offense from the last game. So he normally rolls 5, the bonus gives him 6, and then this extra minion gives him 7. He's going to roll 7 d10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 d10s. Now, the warrior's defense is 3 + 1 per rating, so he's a level 2. So his defense is 5. And his health, by the way, is 10 + 3 per rating, 16. 16 health and 5s and higher hit. So my ghoul 1 is going to strike. Let's see. Hit, 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 miss, miss, and a hit. So I got a critical, which counts as an extra damage. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. And he has no damage on him currently, so I'm going to put a 6 on him to indicate he's taken 6 damage. Now, my other ghoul will attack. He gets 5 dice, and then he gets the bonus because he has an ally. So he hits on 5s or higher. And I've got a hit and a whole bunch of misses. So just 1 hit, which knocks him up to 7 damage. And my wizard, my Necromancer can now go. You know what? My Necromancer is going to try to help out here. He's within 12 of the fighter, of the warrior, which means he can try Blasting Bolt, which is 5d10. So, by the way, I was supposed to go back up 3. At the end of each turn or at the start of each turn, you gain 3. So I'm back up to 14. And now I'm going to spend, a Blasting Bolt costs 3. I'm back down to 11. Back down to 11. And it does 5d10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, I hit on 5s or higher. I got a hit. The crit doesn't matter. It's just a success. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 hits. It says, if you get at least 1 success, you do 1d6. Well, and it says at least 3, and I got 5. It's 2d6. And if the model takes any damage, you move it 6 inches from the Necromancer. So he will take 2d6, and since he's got 7 damage, he's got 9 health left. A 9 on these 2 dice would kill him. Let's hope for it. That is a 6 plus 3 is 9, and that warrior dies. Now, that in itself is a good thing. However, my Deth Wizard, oh no, that was the negative bolt. I thought I got plus 3 back. It's the negative bolt that gives me 3 necro if I kill an enemy. Oh well, that's okay. I've got 11 left, and that is the end of my activation. My 2 ghouls went, and I went. So now we go to the priest, and we roll a d10 to see what the priest is going to do. I rolled a 2, which is Cleaning Strike. The priest will attack the nearest enemy it can see. If there is no enemy within range, it will move up to 5 inches and then make an attack. If it cannot move and attack such an enemy, it will move and use its action to move towards the closest enemy. So basically it double moves. Its movement is 5. By the way, it can attack. its range on its attack is 12. So it will move 5. He will move 5. Puts him right there. He is within 12. Actually, the closest enemy is now the... he will move towards the nearest... He would move towards the zombie. Excuse me. So he's here. All right. So he moves towards the zombie, and it says he will make an offensive attack. The priest's offense is 3 plus 1 per rating. The priest is a rating 3. So that's a 6-die attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Against my zombie, now this is just a standard offense, so it's the zombie's defense, which is, the zombie's defense is only 3. So 3s and higher will hit. That's a hit, hit, miss, hit, hit, and a miss. So 4 hits. The zombie has a durability of 10. Minus 4 is 6 health. However, the zombie did not get killed by a critical hit. There was a critical, I thought there was a crit in here, but he didn't die, so he's got 6 health left, and that is the end of the priest's turn. The wizard will go. Let's roll to see what the wizard does. That's a 6, which is fireball. The wizard makes an attack against the nearest enemy, which is going to be the zombie. So again, the offense is 2 plus 2. It's 4 dice, a 4-dice attack, and the zombie's defense is 3. And he's only got 4 health left. So that's a hit, a miss, and a hit. So 2 more hits takes him down to 4 health. So he's still alive. All right, that was the wizard's turn. It is now my turn. I am going to activate, well, I will activate the zombie and skeletons. So the zombie will move 4, and I believe he can get to the priest. He can. He will come to the priest, and the zombie has an offense of 3, so just 3 dice. And the priest's defense is 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 and higher's hit. That's a 1 hit, 1 hit. So he takes 1 damage. And the priest is immune to weaken and curse. That's fine. When the priest rolls a critical hit with an offense, okay, so that didn't hurt. All right, so that is that. Finally, my skeleton has a move of 6. That will not get him to the priest. It will not get him to this soldier. So instead, I'm just going to double move him right at the priest. Yep, I'm going to move him right at the priest. Now this one moves 5. A 10 will get him to the other side of the priest and put him right here. I'm just going to swamp that priest. That is the skeleton's move, and now my necromancer gets a shot. I'm within range of all of the heroes, so I could do a blasting bolt on this guy. I could do a blasting bolt on the priest, or I could do a negative bolt on the wizard. Tough call. He's got no damage. He's only got 1 damage, and he's got 3. 7 more points will kill the wizard. Let's go after the wizard. I will spend 3, so I'm down to 8. And I'm going to use the negative bolt. So if I kill him, I'll get 3 back. It is range 18, which he's within range, and it is 4d10. I got 1 success. No, this is a resist, by the way. The wizard's resist is 8. So that's 1 hit, 1 hit. That's it. So it is a d10. So I need to roll a 7 or higher to kill him. I rolled a 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. He's got 3 health left. I'll change that out with a green die. And that is the end of my turn. The only one that did not move is this warrior. So let's see what he does on his turn. He does a 3, which is a strike. The nearest enemy, well, that is going to be the zombie. So he moves, and the warrior will do a 4 plus 2, 6 die attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think my zombie may be toast. The zombie has a resist of 3, a defense of 3, excuse me. So 3s and higher. That's a hit, a hit, and a hit. Oh, now this is cool. This is very cool. One of these is a critical. Why is that important? He's got 4 health. So normally this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and it would kill him. But the zombie has a special. It says when this model is reduced to 0 durability, if the damage that reduced it to 0 did not include at least 1 critical hit, then this model is reduced to 1. But it did include a critical, so he is truly knocked out of the game. My zombie is out. All right, I'll give you that one, warrior. All right, that is the end of the warrior's turn, and that is the end of round 2. We will now move to round 3, and my necromancer will gain 3 necro power back up to 11. So let's get started with turn number 3. Turn 3, I am going to... I need to get my ghouls in there. My ghouls can move 7, so they can totally swamp this warrior. Oh yeah. So the first one will move, and remember, he's got 2 damage, but he's got that +1, so he will roll, instead of 5 defense or 5 offense, he rolls 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's not within 1 inch of an ally. This skeleton's just slightly more away, so we won't get that bonus 1. But let's see what we can do. The warrior has a defense of 5. That's a hit, 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 and a miss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits plus 2 is 7 damage. So I'll put 1 and a 6 for 7 damage. My second ghoul with 3 damage will move. He will roll 5 plus the 1 bonus now, since he's next to a ghoul. He'll roll 6 dice. And what did I say? He's got 7 damage and 15, so the warrior has 10 plus 3, 16 health. So 7, I need to do 9 damage. It's going to be tough. Impossible, really. Hit. That was an 8. That was a hit, hit, and 3 misses. 1, 2, 3, 4. That turns this up to a 5. So he's got 11 damage on him out of 16. And my necromancer's turn is now. I'm going to go ahead and try and finish off. That wizard is just being a nuisance to me. So I'm going to take another warrior out, and then we'll try to deal with the spellcasters. So he's within 12. I will do Blasting Bolt, which is 5d10. It costs 3, so I'm down to 8. Down to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5d10, and I'm trying 5s or higher. That's a hit, a hit, a hit, and a hit. That's more than 3 successes. So it will that warrior will take 2d6 damage, and either way, it's going to get pushed 6 inches away from the necromancer. But if I can do 5 damage, 5 plus 6 is 11, and that warrior goes down. Whoa! All right, that is the end of the necromancer's turn. It is now the priest and the wizard. So what will the priest do? Let's roll a d10 and find out. 7 on the priest is a healing pulse. The priest and all heroes within 12 inches heal 1d6 durability. You know what? The priest also heals 1 every turn, so technically he does not have that damage on him anymore. The priest has a special called Stalwart of Faith, and it says heals 1 durability at the start of its activation. So it will heal that one. And this is the healing. He's already full health, but it's the wizard. The wizard will heal full. So the wizard is back up. No, the wizard had 3 health, and he heals for a d6. So 3 plus 5 is 8. 8. So he's got 2 damage on him. 2 damage. He has 10 health, 2 damage, 8. Yep. All right. That was the priest, and then the wizard. Let's see what the wizard does. A 10. This cannot be good. Dispel magic. The wizard and all heroes within 12 inches remove all conditions on them. Well, none of them have any conditions. All necromancers within 12 inches lose 3 energy. He is further than 12, so that did nothing. Whew. All right. My turn. the skeletons. The ghouls attacked last time. The skeletons will gang up on this priest. Each one of them is 4 offense. 1, 2, 3, 4. But they have an ally within, so they get that bonus die. So both of them will be rolling 5s. And the priest's defense is 4 plus 3 is 7. 7s or higher to hit him. That's a hit. And 4 misses. So, but that's a double, it's a crit, so it's 2 damage. And then my other skeleton will attack. And I got 1 hit, 2 hits. 2 plus 2 is 4, so 4 damage on the priest. And my Necromancer, is he within 12? He's within 18. Let's see if I can get some energy back. I'm going to try and finish him off. The priest has 6 plus 9, 15. Ooh, he has 11. That's going to be tough. All right, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to cast Blasting Bolt because he's within 12. It costs 3. I'm down to 5. And I cast 5 dice. And I need 7s. No, his resist. His resist is 4 plus 1 per rating. He's a level 3, so 7 as well as. So his defense is only 6, but his resist is 7. Resist is 7. 7s or higher. Miss, 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 miss. 1 stinking hit. All right. It says if you get at least 1 success, the target takes 1d6 damage. 5 plus 4 is 9. And if the model takes any damage, move it 6 inches directly away from the Necromancer. So if I draw a straight line, it's going to go way back here. 6 inches, we'll put it right there. All right. And these go with it. And that is the end of my turn. They don't get another activation. They've already activated. So that is the end of turn number 2. We go to turn number 3. Or is this turn number 4? That was turn number 3, wasn't it? 1, 2. That was the end of 3. So now it's turn number 4. Ooh, I got to kill these 2 guys before the end of turn number 5. All right, I gained 3 back. So I go from 5 to 8. And it is now my turn to activate. I can activate up to 4. The ghoul can move 7, which will get him here. The other one cannot do it, so he will attack the wizard and move up. So let's deal with the one ghoul first. He gets the +1, so he's going to roll 6 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He needs to roll a defense versus a defense of 5. No, 6. 6, excuse me. Defense 6, resist 7. 6. I need 6s or higher. I got a hit, and a hit. 3 hits, no crits. 9 plus 3 is 12. His health is 15, so he's got 3 health left. 3 health. The other ghoul will strike at the wizard. By the way, he hasn't activated, but when he activates, he'll heal 1. The wizard the ghoul is attacking the wizard. The wizard only has 2 damage on him. The ghoul has 3. And the ghoul has normally just 5, and that's all he'll attack with. And the wizard's defense is 3 plus 2 is 5. 5s or higher hit. Hit. I'm going to re-roll that one because it was kind of cockeyed. That's a hit. And 2 misses. 3 hits plus 2 is 5. And that is the end of the ghoul's turn. My Necromancer has 1 more chance here. I'm going to... his resist is so high. The Blasting Bolt's really the only thing I can do. Let's move him and get him within 12. So that would put him right here. So he moves right here. He's within 12 of the wizard. He will spend 3, so I'm down to 5. And I will spend 3 on Blasting Bolt, which is 5d10. I need 8s or higher. I got 1. 1 hit. And 1 hit on the Blasting Bolt is a d6. He's got 5 damage. If I can do 5 damage or more, I kill him. I got a 6, and that wizard dies. And that is the end of my turn. It is now the priest. What will the priest do? A 2. Cleansing Strike. The priest will attack the nearest enemy, right here. If there's no enemy, it will move up to 5 and make an attack. If it cannot move, okay, so it's just going to attack me. Its attack is 3 plus 3 is 6 dice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And my ghoul has a resistance, as a defense of 3. I thought he had damage on him. Or maybe it was that one. It was that one, sorry. All right, 3s or higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ow. 10 minus 7 is 3. He's got 3 health left. But I think I'm going to get this guy. Because now I get to activate, which means the 2 skeletons will each move their... This guy can move 6, and this guy can move... Well, not quite. He will not get there. He'll double move, but he won't get an attack. However, because this guy is within... I'll just put him here, and the other guy behind him. So he's within 1, so he will get a +1 attack. His offense is 4, and he gets the bonus one. So he's making a 5D attack. The priest's defense is 6. 6 or higher. I got none. Normally I'd roll that one, re-roll that, but I think it's a 5. No hits, which means it's up to my Necromancer to move and to do... I've got 5, I'm down to 2 energy. And I do a 5-die attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need... Resist is 7s. 7s or higher I need. I got a hit. 1 hit, which is, for a blasting bolt, it is a D6. I'm not going to be able to kill... Oh, he healed up to 4, because remember, he heals 1 at the start of his activation. So all I'll do is 2 damage, so he's up to 6. And that is the end of turn 4. I have to kill him this round or I am in trouble. I think I can do this. So round 5, I get 3 back, so I'm up to 5. That'll give me 1. That'll give me 1. All right, but I'm going to activate my other ghoul. So this ghoul will run around here, and both ghouls will attack. This one gets 7 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 normally, he's get the bonus one, and then he gets a bonus because he has an ally. So 7 dice on defense of 6. So it's a hit, a hit, a hit, a hit, and 3 misses. So 4 hits. 4 plus 6 is 10. And he's got 15. If I can do 5 damage on him with my Necromancer and this ghoul, he's dead. The last ghoul will get 5 dice, and then he gets that bonus because of an ally. So 6 dice, 7s or higher. 1, 2, 3, 4. These miss. 10 plus 4. He's got 14. He's got 1 health left. The Necromancer will cast Blasting Bolt for a 3. I'm down to 2 energy. 2, wherever that is. And I get 5 dice. And all I need is 1 success. 1. A 7 or higher. 7 and a 10. That is enough to take out the priest. All right, that is the end of game number 2. I had 1 zombie that was taken out of the game. Now, the reward for conducted ritual, if you kill all the heroes by the end of round 5, before the end of round 5, you can increase your necromantic energy by 1 permanently. So I'll go from 17 to 18. In addition, you may choose 1 additional necromantic power and permanently add it to your list. I'll have to read through them again and pick which one I want, but right now I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to go to the post-game stuff. And I did have a minion destroyed, so that was the zombie. And now I roll a d10 to see what happens to it. I rolled a 1, unrecoverable. All right, so I have lost my one and only zombie. I do get to, however, try to summon, raise new undead. I am going to try to raise a specter, was it? I think it was a specter. It was a specter. It's a rating of 2. I can only have ratings 1 and 2 in my warband, and it is a spirit. Now, I failed on my last attempt to recruit it. You roll a d6, and if the roll is greater than the rating of the undead you selected, you can pick it up. I have to roll a 3 or higher. However, the rule says the Necromancer gains a +1 bonus to this roll for each time they have failed it in a prior post game. So I failed it once, so I'm going to get a +1. So as long as I roll a 2 or higher here, I get it. I rolled a 2. 2 + 1 is 3, so I successfully recruit a Spectre to my warband. All right, that is it. Thanks for watching. This is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer. I will be back again very soon, probably within a week, with another episode of Deth Wizards. The next scenario, by the way, is called, it's called Rob a Graveyard. That sounds good. It is a difficulty 7, and it looks like paladins, priests, and villagers will be involved. All right, that's all I got. Thanks for joining me. I'll be back again very soon. Until then, everybody, take care.